Hello and welcome back to TC11. In today's video we will discuss some wrestling rumors and stories including real reason Gunther missing PLEs, cmpunk WWE bound, Logan Paul vs Bad Bunny match set, our review of WWE Crown Jewel 2023, and much more. Make sure to smash that subscribe button, leave a like and comment your thoughts. Now, without wasting any time, let's move on to our first news. Real reason Gunther is missing international PLEs. Our top story today takes a look at a recent interview with Intercontinental Champion Gunther, and in the interview the decorated star finally revealed why he hasn't been featured on a certain international premium live event. Gunther is in the midst of an epic and legendary title reign as IC champion, and he's had acclaim match after acclaim match, but there's been one certain criticism directed towards his booking, and that is absence from premium live events. Gunther has been absent from the past 3 shows, and with the Crown Jewel event being a huge show for WWE fans expected Gunther to defend his title there, and thankfully we now finally know why Gunther hasn't been featured on WWE PLWs, and this was revealed during an interview he took part in with Crone. In the interview the ring general revealed that due to strict resident regulation he's not able to leave the United States for the next 6 months. Unfortunately, this means that Gunther will be missing the Elimination Chamber event in February, which is set to take place in Australia. This is a huge blow for WWE, as Gunther is without question one of their top stars, and it'll be interesting to see if this news impacts how WWE present Gunther moving forward. They're continuing to deliver international PLEs into 2024, and if Gunther isn't permitted to perform at them, does this mean that WWE may make him drop the Intercontinental title? Additionally, Gunther was a favorite to win the Royal Rumble in January, and naturally if Gunther potentially wins the world title at WrestleMania and this residency issue continues, he will be unable to attend international shows as WWE's top champion. Next, backstage feeling CM Punk is returning to WWE. Is CM Punk coming back or not? Well, that's a question everyone is asking for, and even though there's been reports about him not wanting to come back, or WWE turning him down, we simply will have to wait until Survivor Series. However, despite numerous reports from reputable sources that Punk isn't WWE bound, BWE has taken it to X stating, Punk was recently scheduled for a call with few board members. Backstage feeling is it's happening, doesn't mean it's done. I'm waiting for the follow-up on a call. It should be the last step before things go down. If this is indeed the case, then this changes everything, and Punk being scheduled for a call with WWE board members is surely a positive sign that Punk is returning to the company. Next up, Will Ospreay teases his WWE debut. With Will Ospreay reportedly becoming a free agent in early 2024, there is speculation that he could be WWE bound, and after last night the speculation got taken to the next level after Seth Rollins' successful title defense over Drew McIntyre at Crown Jewel. He took to X to quote tweet WWE's announcement of Rollins' victory, and Ospreay simply tweeted out an eye emoji. Certain fans on social media are now convinced that Ospreay will be heading to WWE in 2024. A feud with Rollins has been a dream feud for some time now, and it would be fascinating to see how Ospreay's booked under Triple H. One idea that has been thrown around on social media is that the idea of Ospreay possibly debuting at the Royal Rumble in a similar manner to how AJ Styles made his WWE debut way back in 2016. However, it's believed that Ospreay's contract doesn't end until February of 2024, meaning that unless WWE and New Japan Pro Wrestling worked out a special deal, this wouldn't be permitted to happen. Nevertheless, with Ospreay's contract ending in February, this does leave appropriate time for him to debut and have a match at WrestleMania 40, which would be an appropriate place for one of the best wrestlers in the world to have his first premium live event match for WWE. Next up, how much did WWE earn from Crown Jewel 2023? Crown Jewel event is officially in the books, and it's been revealed just how much WWE made from the anticipated event. According to Brandon Tiron from WrestleNomics, WWE were paid over $50 million for Crown Jewel yesterday, which is the equivalent of 3 WrestleManias worth of ticket sales. WWE in Saudi Arabia is big business, and we're only halfway through what is confirmed to be a 10-year deal. The early Saudi events were heavily criticized as it were presented as novelty shows and featured bizarre and unwanted matches such as Shawn Michaels coming out of retirement and Goldberg versus The Undertaker. Thankfully, since Triple H took over WWE Creative, this has changed and the Saudi shows are firmly integrated into WWE programming. Next is War Games returning to Survivor Series. Good news for fans of War Games, the match is officially on for the November 25th Survivor Series. The WWE's last PLE of 2023 is just weeks away, which means the WWE doesn't have much time to book it. Some say they will book a Raw vs SmackDown War Games match, while others will think it will involve Raw's top baby faces against the Judgment Day. There's no word on whether there'll be a women's War Games match, but we'll continue following the story. And finally, our review of WWE Crown Jewel 2023. This year Crown Jewel had a pre-show match to hype up the crowd since Clash at the Castle. Crown Jewel kicked off with Sami Zayn and JD McDonough. Sami Zayn hits a hell of a kick followed by a blue thunderbomb for the win in 8 minutes. The main card opened on Seth Rollins defending his World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre. Rollins continued to sell his back from the Nakamura feud, which Drew targeted, revealing an increasingly heelish opportunism. Interestingly, despite his bad back, Seth managed several Will Ospreay-looking moves. The final few minutes were very back and forth, off a missed Phoenix splash into a Claymore for a great near fall. But Seth went full DX for his final sequence, hitting a super kick, pedigree, and stomp to retain. Damian Priest then came down to cash in his money in the bank. But just before the bell was rung, a masked man attacked him, who revealed himself as Sami Zayn, and ran off with the briefcase. Next, Rhea Ripley defended her women's title against Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark. Nia was the main foil here, doing some dodgy-looking offense, posing for heat, and then getting taken out by everyone in the match. Zoe Stark had a really fun spot where she hit a crossbody outside, which was caught by the cameraman, or woman, taking a bump themselves as Zoe leapt over them. The finish was inventive, as Raquel covered Shayna, but Rhea hit an avalanche riptide on Zoe to break it up, pinning Baszler herself to win. Next we had John Cena vs Solo Sikoa. It was clear that Cena beat Solo, but only just to protect Sikoa in defeat, setting the GOAT up for a 17th World Championship chase against Roman Reigns. But instead John Cena got squashed, hitting 11 Samoan Spike to give Solo Sikoa a huge win. It could actually be to build Sikoa for Roman's title. As for Cena, it'll be very interesting to see what he does next, whether this is just a way for him build a Solo rematch, leave for Hollywood again, or starting to put him at a level where he just puts other people over, or even a retirement. Next we then got a 10-minute Talks How, that took 15 minutes to finish, segment nobody wanted, Miz TV hosting Saudi Arabian comedian and actor Ibrahim Al-Hajjaj, for Grayson Waller to try take over with his own segment. Ibrahim sided with Miz, continuing his babyface push, and then hit one of the worst people's elbow ever seen. Next we saw Logan Paul beat Ray for his United States title, thanks to a sneaky YouTube helper. Next Bianca Belair and Iyo Sky for the Women's Undisputed Championship. Bayley at ringside kept distracting the referee, with Belair getting a visual pin. Belair realized she had to get rid of Bayley if she was going to stand a chance hoisting her up for a KOD, but then a returning Kairi Sane broke it up. Kairi took out Belair outside. Belair just beat the 10 count for Iyo to immediately hit her with the moonsault to retain. Cody Rhodes and Damian Priest had a really fun match next, somehow cramming in more than most of the other fights on the card, while being the joint shortest overall. Both guys hit their finishers in the first few minutes. There was an interference bonanza in the middle, when Finn distracted the ref, for JD to strike, then calling out Dom with a steel chair for crowd to get a chance to boo him, and then Jey Uso came to the save and chase after all three of them. For Cody to hit 3 crossroads in the end to get the W. There was no sign of Sami Zayn, who stole the briefcase earlier, and then the most predictable main event ever saw Roman Reigns beat LA Knight, with the help of the Bloodline. No Rock, no Randy Orton. And this was the show. Nothing special in this show when WWE PLE lost its momentum after Money in the Bank in UK London. WWE Crown Jewel 2023 is a 7 out of 10. What you guys think of the show? Let us know in the comment, leave a like, make sure to subscribe. Until next time.